Start us off.
Yeah, I think you said Bob. Eric, were you ever? I don't think you were ever ejected in Nevada, but correct me if I'm wrong. And kind of, can you take us? Obviously, very frustrating there at the timeout. You had to be physically restrained from going after those refs.
Not gonna talk about it at all, Bob. So we'll talk to the appropriate people, and I'll leave it at that.
Were you ever ejected in Nevada? I don't think. Okay. And then just besides Missouri's defense, what do you think was the issue with the shooting today? Because I think you guys were about 25% or something like that.
I think that'd be a great, number one, you got to run the floor hard, and you got to cut hard to get open. Two things that I don't think we've done at the pace that we need to. Not just tonight. I think it's been something that we continue to talk to our guys about, and I think every coach in the country at all levels is talking about cutting harder, run the floor harder. Guys weren't running to their spots on spacing the floor properly. We looked young tonight. We did. We just made, plays on both sides of the ball that we got to get a lot better at.
Not to put it on Desi and Connor solely, but they scored 40 points your last game, and they really struggled today. Can you put your finger on what happened to those two guys? Because they've been pretty good most of the year.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be, I can't be good to ask them. I can't, it's
I got a few more. Sorry, I got a few more, but I'll turn it back to Mike.
Scotty.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned the struggles at the rim. What do you think contributed to that? I think the stat broadcast system said you guys were 8 of 30 today.
That's about probably about 5 more than I thought we were. Tillman's he's a big body in there. He played phenomenal, no question. To my knowledge, they had 1 block shot. Again, I don't have all the stats in front, but to my knowledge, there was 1 shot blocked. So, I tip our hats to Missouri. Coach Martin did a great job defensively. I got to get better, and that's what we'll start doing, getting ready for Tennessee.
Curtis.
Hey, Coach, you guys did force 21 turnovers on the night. That's probably a number you're happy with, but it only turned into 15 points on the other end. Did you just feel like you weren't outletting the ball up fast enough, or what led to the lack of points on turnovers there?
We had 7 assists. So when we turned them over, we didn't look to kick ahead, we didn't run, and we did not make the extra pass. I mean, that you can't make this up. You can't make up that you lose a game by double digits and cause 21 turnovers.
Nate.
Yeah, Eric, is it just going back to the drawing board in practice as far as a Vance Jackson or a Henderson or a Jalen Williams who you go with, up front?
Not really sure right now, Nate, what we're going to do. We found out yesterday that our player was going to have surgery. It was a vital part of our team. There's no excuses, none. It's on me to try to figure it out, and we're not going to have it figured out by Tennessee, I promise you that. It's going to be a process just like it was last year when Isaiah was out. And again, injuries happen across the board. We need somebody to step up. I told the team, when someone goes down, not only does another player have to step up, but you also have to play slightly better than you normally play in order to win a game when you have somebody go down. And guess what? I got to coach better too.
Nikki.
Yeah, Coach, you started Devo Davis for the first time today. What do you think of his minutes?
Nikki, I'll be honest. I didn't think anybody played very good today. I didn't think I coached good. I didn't think the assistant coaches coached good. Didn't like our shoot around yesterday. There was way too many distractions, people talking. We got to cross the board. We got to get better. I didn't think anyone on our team played very well.
Troy.
Yeah, Coach, I know you just kind of mentioned it, but that nobody really played that well. But when Connor goes 0 for 11 from the field. How big of an impact does that make on the game?
You know, I mean, as a coach, I'm never one to ever to blame one player, their student athletes. Having said that, I mean, we need Connor to produce and we need Desi to produce if Justin's not available. That's, you know, and Tillman, you know, it's not just the offensive end. I mean, Tillman had 25 points and 11 rebounds. So Tillman played phenomenal. Pinson played phenomenal. We laid out the game plan. Do not foul Pinson. And Pinson went to the foul line 15 times. 4 of them are my fault. I get that.
Bob,
Yes, I think he said Bob. Eric, I know when we talked to you Thursday, you didn't feel like Smith was going to be long-term. Did some unexpected, I guess, come up, and just how shocking was that, kind of how that hit you guys, thinking he might be out a game or two, and now he's going to be out, you know, for several?
Yeah, I mean, Bob, I'm always honest with you guys. And, you know, when we met last time for our press, I thought it was a bone bruise with a calf injury. They did an MRI. The MRI found something, which most MRIs do. And so he had the surgery. I think that according to the doctors and the training staff, the surgery went really well. You know, and now it's just up to rehab. But, you know, I can't, and the players can't worry about Justin. He's got to do his rehab, and we've got a lot of stuff to figure out over the next 5 or 6 games. I mean, we're going to be tinkering, changing, trying to figure it out because what we did tonight did not work.
I mean, you're obviously a good coach. You got some good players. Do you feel good you guys will get something figured out here, and it won't be like last year where you lost some?
No, I'm overly concerned, Bob. Overly concerned for sure. I don't feel any different last year when Isaiah went down than right now.
You feel like, you know, your all's team, the confidence took a hit tonight because you guys obviously been playing well. You hadn't gotten beat, and then a tough loss like this.
Yeah, I think anytime you lose your confidence my confidence is even a little different right now than it was coming into the basketball game. Certainly, I mean, we couldn't score. We couldn't get open. We couldn't finish at the rim. We couldn't rebound. We couldn't defend. I mean, people saw the game. I mean, you know, like they shoot, what'd they shoot? They shoot 47%. We shot 26%. So everybody wants an opportunity. Everybody thinks they're real good. We'll go do something. We shot 26% from the field.
You know, Tillman missed both the games last year. Yeah, how big a difference was he today?
I thought Jeremiah Tillman was awesome. I thought he was really, really good. I mean, he looked like a pro. He stepped up. He made his free throws tonight, which he struggled from the line. He dominated the glass. He was a great roller to the rim. They got lobs because our weak side wasn't pulled in. Tillman was a dominant force tonight.
final question, Tom.
Hey, Eric, on Jalen Williams, he did a couple things after you were out. I think he had an and one. He drew a charge, had some hustle numbers. If you could talk about maybe did he earn himself some more playing time? Second, what do you attribute the lack of rebounding to?
I mean, it was physical tonight, so that's one. Tillman's tall. He got 11 of them. Mark Smith at their small forward spot got 9. You know, and then on our players' performance, I said it a lot. I really look at the plus minus. There's a lot of stuff that goes into coverages on pick and rolls and who's doing the things that maybe not everybody on this call would understand. So we got a lot of work ahead of us for sure. And like I said, we're not going to figure it out between, you know, it's not going to happen in 3 or 4 days, the areas that we've got to improve in on.
Okay, Coach, thank you very much for your time. And I'll bring up Moses Booty. I'll get in just a second.